Good morning, Buck fans. What's up? Welcome to Bucks Report post game. AJ Turnup's in the house. I hope you guys are doing all right. And before we get into anything further, I want to give a special shout out to Alf Comenar of the Cañones Football podcast. This man he drops gems all the time. So I want you guys to sit back and take a look and listen to his messages and gems that he has for the game for the Bucks. So again, Alf Comenar, okay, of the Cañones Football. Let's check him out, guys.
Queridísimos amigos de Bucs Report from Cañones y Fútbol, I will give you 4 keys, 4 downs to beat the Cowboys. First down, run, and run some more. The run game is our strength. Bucky Irving and Rashad White have been unstoppable. Thanks to the big guys up front, let's dominate the clock and keep Cooper Rush, yes, not that Prescott, Cooper Rush, on the sideline where he can't hurt us. Second down, score on every possession. We can let the Cowboys hang around. Touchdowns or field goals every single time. They have a solid defense, but if we finish drives, we will be in control. No room for mistakes. We need points on every possession. Third down, front seven, bring the heat. There's no problem. We have Vita Bea, we have Yaya Diaby, and the rest of front seven must step up. The key is the pressure. Make Cooper Rush uncomfortable, force quick throws, and stop the run game. Let's dominate the line of scrimmage and show Dallas what we are made of. Defense like the last game. Fourth down, help Mike Evans to hit 1,000 yards for the 11th straight season. Mike Evans needs 251 more yards to hit 1,000 yards for the 11th year in a row. Let's help him to make history. Baker Mayfield, hey, let's do it. Find Mike early and often. Cowboys defensive backs can't stomp him. Just give him the ball and watch the magic happen. We know, you know, everybody knows. And my prediction, Bucks 27, Cowboys 20. Fire the cannons and let's roll. Boom, boom, boom.
That's right. Boom, boom, boom. Again, shout out to Al Comenar on the Cañones Football Show. Thank you. And everybody who's tuning, thanks. Bucks, Rays, Bolts. You first in the building. Let's fucking go. Let's go. That's right. And I really enjoy Alf's breakdowns of the game because a lot of the times it coincides with what I think. And I do appreciate that. But before we even get into that, about the keys to the game, I got a lot of shit that I got to get off my mind about the Bucks players in this game and what I want these young players and hell, everybody on the roster to come into this game with this mindset. This is Dallas. Now, on paper, Dallas is a weak team. So Tampa Bay, I need you to go in there and completely shut them down, which means no fucking around, young players on this Bucks team, which means do not allow the media to get into your heads and hype you. Remember, Bucks, this is the same media just a few months ago that said you were going to win 4 to 6 games. This is the same media that said the Falcons were going to come in here and win 11 and 12 games and just take the NFC South title from you. This is the same media that basically said that Baker Mayfield was going to regress, that this team doesn't have it. They were talking about that this Bucks don't have a run game. They were saying that the Bucks do not have a pass rush. They were saying this Bucks team will not last against the likes of Detroit Lions, Philadelphia Eagles, the Green Bay Packers, the Rams. Remember, this is the same media that will praise you and then shit on you. So there is no reason for you to go in any game overconfident. You want to be confident, of course, but don't overlook people and don't allow the media to get into your head, fellas, please, because I heard some unnecessary shit from another Bucks podcast or a Bucs article, and I'm not here to disrespect players, but damn it, I got to talk about it. There is no reason that any Bucs players on this team should be overconfident or saying, yeah, we let the media get into our heads. So I saw an article about Yaya Diaby and how he said earlier that after the Detroit win, they were hyped and they felt like they allowed that to over hype their confidence. And I say this, Yaya. First of all, I'm thankful that you are a Buccaneer. I'm a big fan of yours. I see a lot of potential in you. And I want to see you do so much better and excel. And I'm damn glad to have you here. But I want you to remember this one thing, damn it. There is no time until you hoist the fucking Lombardi trophy that you should let things go to your head. That was week 2, my guy. That was week 2. And you saw what happened the very next week. Y'all got your asses whooped at your own home by the Denver Broncos. Yeah. Right now you have like 2 or 3 sacks. There's no reason to be out here with that mindset. None whatsoever. That was week 2. You see what your counterparts in the Atlanta Falcons look like now. After they beat y'all, they were throwing water around in the locker room like it was champagne and shit. Now look at them. About to cut their quarterback, and then they're having their other quarterback start, a rookie who really had no playing time throughout the entire preseason. They just gonna thrust him into the game, and hopefully he makes something out of it. So don't ever think that you're above anything until the season's over. You don't have that luxury. You don't. You really don't. You need to go in there hungry with the mindset of, yeah, that's cool, but I don't need to listen to what the media has to say. Because that's the same mentality that could get your ass whooped against Dallas. Now, I'm not here to say Dallas is a great team, but at the end of the day, they are still a professional team. And they still, if anything, they can play spoiler. They want to upset the Bucs. They want to beat you. So you need to approach this game with urgency. There is no reason for you all to be getting in your head so much. There is no reason for you all to think that this shit is locked up. You are still only one game ahead from the Falcons. Y'all lose today and they win, the shit gets flipped just like that. There's no need to bullshit. So I'm sick of Bucs players doing that. Why are you young men letting that shit get to your head? You haven't been there yet. You need to have the mentality of Mike Evans, Levante David, Brady's, the Vita Veas of the world. Those guys have been there. Those guys know what it takes. You cannot allow the media to get into your head. I'm the guy that's going to tell it straight to you. When you're doing good, I'm going to praise you. If you're doing stupid shit or you're messing up, I have questions and I will challenge it because I think I should. You got to understand this, guys. You need to be thankful for every down that you are playing. You're getting the king's ransom to play a game. And you're getting paid handsomely. The average salary minimum is $795,000. Meanwhile, your everyday average workers out there income is between $59,000 to $62,000. You understand? If someone were to get fined that kind of money that y'all get, that's somebody's livelihood. That's done. That's somebody, if they can't come up with that fucking rent, they're out on the streets. That's somebody, if they get fined a certain amount of money, they go starving or anything. So my point is, you need to be thankful and playing your asses off. You ain't got time for that shit. You're getting paid to play this game. So I need you to go out there and give me your all. I don't want to hear no bullshit about, well, we were punched in the mouth and we came out soft. Fuck that. Now, I know people are like, man, where are you going with this? My whole point is you cannot allow the media or anybody else to mess with you or overhype you. It ain't over yet. This is a team that you should beat. The reason why I'm saying this, Bucs fans, is because I want the young players in there the Yayas of the world, the Joe Trashenkas of the world. I want those young players to understand you haven't done shit yet. Tyke Smiths of the world, and I know they're hungry, but my whole thing, all Bucs players, you need to be on the same page today. If you really want to show us that you can get shit done, you get on out there and drop 40 on these bastards. You get out there and make sure that they don't get no more than 10 points. I don't want to hear that bullshit. And yes, nobody thought they would win last week. That's cool. But they need to go into the mindset, Bucs players, go into the mindset that even if you're your favorite, you go, nah, I don't want to hear that shit. Because we've had a pattern of that, have we not, this season? When we beat Detroit, we get our asses whooped by Denver. When we beat the Saints and put up that what happened? We went and played the Ravens. You saw what happened to that game. So now that we beat a team like the Chargers, yes, most people thought that the Chargers was going to go in there and handle us, and we did our job. I'm very proud of you. I need you, players, to go in there with that same urgency that you had against the Chargers. If you put 40 up on them, then why can't you put 45 to 50 on the Cowboys? Now, are they going to try to adjust to you? Yes. But the point is, hey, look, the only respect we need is in the fucking locker room. Yeah, the media respect, when it comes to that, Bucs players, don't worry about that. Folks like the Bucs Report, the Aftermath, we got you. We'll handle that. We know how to shut the damn media up. That's why a lot of them would never want to speak to me. Stephen A. Smiths of the world or whoever, Pat McAfee's, they couldn't talk to me about some of the Buccaneers because I'd be like, look, you get your shit from highlights. I watched this game, and I'm also a fan and a student of the game as well. I don't give a fuck about your title. That's all I'm saying, Bucs players. Don't play down. And like Bucs Ray said, do not play down to the competition. Do not play down to the competition. And yes, it starts today. Bucs players, you win this game, and if the Falcons lose, now you got an extra bit of cushion. But even with that, win out. But here's how the game should go, in my personal opinion. As Alf Commenter said, on offense, run that ball. Run the damn ball. Run that fucking ball, baby. That's what you need to do. Run the football. There is no reason. You got 3 backs. And put it this way. I'll say it like this. I need the Bucs to go into Jerry's world and play like this. Do you guys remember in 2020 when the Bucs played the Detroit Lions? And you saw how we just put an ass whooping so good on the first half against that team. We put out the backups. That is the kind of game that I expect to see today against the Dallas Cowboys tonight. That's the kind of mentality that I want to see these Bucs players come in there and have. Why, you say? Because now if you put these cowgirls away early, now, and I know people might not agree with me. Let's say if Evans finds a way to get like 110 yards first half and Bucky gets like 80 yards. And, at that point, sit them out. Or they only play maybe a little bit of the third quarter, and then we get Trash. The goal is to have Trash playing the entire fourth quarter. Why? Because that means the game is over. That means we whoop that ass and we put them out of their misery already. Now they're just playing for their livelihood and to look good on film. But Bucs players, what you cannot do is keep this game close. Offense, you're going to do your job. Get out there and run the ball. Use all 3 of your backs. Let's give Sean Tucker more, not only confidence, but more experience. So when he goes into the playoffs, we're going to need all 3 of our running backs. Why? Because that means we will be dominant. That's how we got to go. And look, I understand. I want Mike Evans to get 1,000 yards today, but if it's not on the menu, I don't want to risk his hamstrings or his health for that shit when we got 3 other games. Well, we got 2 more games after this. I feel you on that. That's why I say if the man can get 130, 40 yards, rest him unless it's just wide open. But I don't want to see Evans. I don't want to risk Evans' health for that when he got 2 more games to do it. He could get 140 yards this game and then finish and get the 1,000 yards against the Panthers. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. That's what I want. We got to think of the big picture. I guarantee you Mike Evans wants to get into the playoffs because he knows the Bucs are dangerous. That's what I want to see, because he knows don't nobody want to see us. A lot of people don't want to see us. And yes, feed Evans the ball, but when it's necessary, because don't be surprised if they double him. So that's all I'm trying to say about that. And like I said, Alf Cominor says it best. I want to play it again so you guys can see what he was saying, to break it down for people. Again, check out Alf Cominor on the Cañones y Football podcast. Let's check him out again, y'all.
Queridísimos amigos de Bucs Report from Cañones y Football, I will give you 4 keys, 4 downs to beat the Cowboys. First down, run, and run some more. The run game is our strength. Bucky Irving and Rashad White have been unstoppable. Thanks to the big guys up front, let's dominate the clock and keep Cooper Rush, yes, not that Prescott, Cooper Rush, on the sideline where he can't hurt us. Second down, score on every possession. We can let the Cowboys hang around. Touchdowns or field goals every single time. They have a solid defense, but if we finish drives, we will be in control. No room for mistakes. We need points on every possession. Third down, front 7, bring the heat. There's no problem. We have Vita Vea, we have Yaya Diaby, and the rest of front 7 must step up. The key is the pressure. Make Cooper Rush uncomfortable, force quick throws, and stop the run game. Let's dominate the line of scrimmage and show Dallas what we are made of. Defense like the last game. 4th down, help Mike Evans to hit 1,000 yards for the 11th straight season. Mike Evans needs 251 more yards to hit 1,000 yards for the 11th year in a row. Let's help him to make history. Baker Mayfield, hey, let's do it. Find Mike early and often. Cowboys defensive backs can't stomp him. Just give him the ball and watch the magic happen. We know, you know, everybody knows. And my prediction, Bucs 27, Cowboys 20. Fire the cannons and let's roll. Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom, boom. I feel you, man. And now I everything that he has said, I agree with until that final score. I don't want to see 27-20. 20 is to me 10 too many damn points. 10 too many damn points for me. You got to go in there and thrash this fucking team. That's what I'm saying. Christopher Cole, thank you. Cowboys are 29th against the run. Run the ball, because we know Micah Parsons, his specialty is getting to the passer, rushing the quarterback, not stopping the run. Micah Parsons is a one-dimensional great talent. He is a great talent. So that's why it is imperative that we don't get any motivation out of him and we take him out early. Whatever side of the ball he's on, you run to the opposite side. If they load the box too much, that's where the play action and rollouts can come in, and we got to get our other receivers involved today. That means Sterling Shepard, McMillan, who is making a killing right now, has got to continue his stride. I am very confident in McMillan. I do like the fact that he is coming along. I think he is breaking that rookie wall that he hit so many times back. I think that this will be another game for him to step up, but also we need to get all of our receivers out there to do something. Also, again, back to the run, I'm sure that you all are aware now that K-Dot is out, which is a big loss, but at the same time, it doesn't necessarily have to be, because now we can use Payne Durham more in the run blocking, because we know he's an animal at that. So the same for Colt Keith, and we can get Durham out there on some of those short little passes, especially in the red zone. He's 6'7". So we still have so much advantages against this team. There is no reason to let them to keep them around. It is silly. That's why I really am trying to emphasize to these young Bucs players on the team right now. Don't go into this game just thinking, oh, this is an easy win. You need to go in there with the urgency of, like someone else said earlier, the playoffs start today. Now you get this win and you do it right. Now you have a bit of cushion. Now you have now you have a sense of, hey, guys, we just need to be a first half team after this. So we put them away early, and then we get our backup players in, rest our starters so no one can have any significant injuries. And then we get the backup players in with some experience and build their confidence because we're going to need them in the playoffs. That's how the Bucs need to approach these last 3 games. That's why I really want these players to not allow the media to overhype them. They need to come in this game hungry. This is still a Dallas team that can be very dangerous. Very dangerous. If I'm the Bucs, if I'm Bowles, I would have shown a video of the Lions. Be like, hey, look, guys, this is a wounded team. This team, Cooper Rush should not get any type of time today. Because I saw this and I have some questions. Todd Bowles better be talking to players today. Yes, I saw a video like this, and don't get it twisted. I think but there are some Buck fans in here that we are still in a divide when it comes to the Bowles situation, but not for the reasons that a lot of people think. It's that we are fans of football first, then the team, but you're not going to tell me one thing and then I see some other shit. So the video that I stumbled upon is this one.
He was kind of old school, but you're kind of a new age aggressive guy.
I like to attack. I like to attack offensively. As defensively, but a lot of people don't know that. I like to attack offensively, and the more you can keep the defense on their toes, the better you are. So I'm probably the one saying go, 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 push, 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 and probably pressing the envelope. But the offensive guys look at me and they're like, wow, this guy really...
Now, where did that come from a former DB?
Bruce Arians, obviously, Bill Parcells, obviously, and Chan Gilly taught me some things when I had him. He taught me some things, but obviously Bruce taught me everything from an offensive standpoint. And you can't win this game if you can't score.
Well, your offensive players have to love that mentality, huh?
They do. They've gotten used to me over the years, so now they kind of adapted and everything.
Okay, Bowles. Okay, Coach. I feel you. Coach, I hear you. I hear you. And again, this is not to knock the coach, because as of right now, he's doing his damn job for the past 4 games. So I appreciate that. But both, if that's the case, all that shit that you just said, Coach, I better see it on the field today. I better see it. You say offensively that you want to be aggressive. Okay, if it's 4th and short and we're in their territory, I better not see no fucking field goals. I better see you going for it. If it's anything under 4th and 3, I better see you go for it. I better see that, Bowles. I better not see any conservative play calling if that's the case. Because you say you're aggressive, but where was that same aggression, Coach, when we went against the Chiefs and we should have went for 2 to win the game? You say that you are aggressive, Coach. I feel you. Then what the hell is this? That's not aggressive. That ain't aggressive. That ain't aggressive, Coach. And that was 41 seconds, and they marched down the field. Come on, Coach. What are we talking about here? So if that's the case, then I better see a cover 1 type of scheme where you're always rushing Cooper Rush. I better not see no cushion coverage. I better see blitzes. I better see man press coverage. I better see Tyke Smith locking up CeeDee Lamb and having a safety over him. So I better see all of that, Bowles, because you got a lot of people out there that are saying, well, the narrative is that, that he's not aggressive. We've seen that shit. You can tell me one thing, but I've seen otherwise. I saw the two Falcons games where Kirk Cousins threw for 500 yards. That wasn't aggressive. I saw the game against, again, the Falcons in Raymond James personally in the stadium where you were allowing Kirk Cousins to just dink and dunk his way down the field. So don't say that shit unless you mean it, coach. We saw the Chiefs game. We saw the 49ers game. Because to be quite honest, Bowles, we only should have 2 losses on our belt, and that's Denver and Baltimore. But because you say that you were aggressive, but I didn't see it. So I'm not trying to doubt you, coach, but I better see that shit today. Okay? If you say that you are aggressive on offense, then damn it, I need to see you taking deep shots. I need to see you going for it on 4th downs if possible. So, Bowles, shut me up that way. If that happens, I owe you an apology. But right now, don't say shit. I don't want to, for me personally, and this is not me trying to attack the coach, but I don't want to hear shit like that and then I see otherwise. I don't see an offense always that aggressive. I don't. I see it spontaneously, like a few little sprinkles here, but no, you got to be more consistent because that builds confidence in your team. So that's all I'm saying to you, Bowles. If that's the case, then Bowles, I want to see 45 points put up, nothing less than 40 points, honestly, on this Cowboys team. You say that you want to be aggressive because that's what you're going to have to be today, damn it. And you got to steer these young guys to get in there and go, hey, guys, let's go in there and whoop this team. Do not sleep on them. I get it. They are the Dallas Cowboys. I get it that they can be a bad team. I get all of that. But if we slip up, if we keep this team in this game, that's when bad things can happen. Buccaneers players, you should have already learned that against the Panthers. You should have learned that against the Panthers. You see what happens when you go into a hostile environment and you keep a team hanging around. Again, we don't want Micah Parsons to go off. So let's run that rock. Let's get crossing routes going. Let's get people involved. Again, it will be there for Mike Evans, but move him around. Let's get him in the slot. Let's have Mike Evans catch short to intermediate to deep passes to set it up. But the most important thing is still run that damn ball. Run. So I look at it like this. If you run the ball on 1st down and you get the second, and it gets the 2nd and 4, 2nd and 3, run it again. That's the mindset that I'm looking at. And don't run it the same way. If it's a 2nd and 3 and you know that they're loading the box and they're looking to get the A and B, C gap, toss that shit. You know Bucky can make things happen. Mess with their heads that way. Do a toss play to where he gets the space and you go out and block that way. You have to beat this team up. Again, make Micah Parsons not just physically frustrated, but mentally. Because I guarantee you, Micah Parsons is going to try to come out on fire the first half. I give him that. I will say that if the Bucs keep this shit close, he will come out there on fire and make you pay. Now, I don't think that I have so much confidence. I don't see him overwhelming Tristan Wirfs. I think that's out of the question. And even Gedeke. The strength of our line, as we know, Bucs fans, is the tackle side. But that means today, this line, I want to see nastiness. Bowles, you say aggressive. I better see aggressive. I better see you allowing Liam Cohen to open the fucking gates and go out there and put it on this defense. Oh, weak-ass defense. This team is not good. The team isn't good. I want the Cowboys to feel defeated by the end of the first half. Like the way we played the Giants when it was 24-0 or some shit like that. That's how you need to approach this game. You can't go into halftime 20-13 or 17-10. That's inexcusable. You can't do that. Not with you don't want to, you shouldn't. You just defeated the #1 defense against the Chargers. You put up 40 on them. You should be going out there thinking about doing the same damn thing. That's what I'm saying. Parsons attack Barton? Probably, maybe, but at the same time, Micah Parsons is not good against the run. We know that. This is what Micah Parsons wants to do. He wants to hopefully get the momentum of the team going to where he can use his gifts of rushing the passer to get to Baker. But we're not going to allow him to do that, are we? I keep saying it. You run the ball, get the short passes going, get the crossing routes. And sometimes if you want just to be on the safe side, have a running back chip Michael Parsons, because we know we don't like that. Again, we know if let's say if he is not making any traction or impact by the first half, I honestly think, and if we're up like 30 to like 3, I think at that point Michael Parsons mentally checks out. And I really do. I want to see you're right. I want to see this Bucs defense shine. Like you guys saw the video. Bowles was saying how aggressive he likes to be on offense and defense. I need to see that shit. I have to see it. If that's the case, then I do not want to see any cushion coverage. Cooper Rush is your opposing quarterback. If you haven't already, check out my video, my YouTube channel. It's about Buck and Time, and I talk about that. Cooper Rush is the quarterback. He's not good. I don't care what anybody's been saying. Well, the past few games, that's the past few games, and they haven't really played anybody. So it's Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush is the quarterback. You rush him. Make him uncomfortable. Confuse him. Disguise blitzes, whatever it is, play the man coverage. There is no reason to give Cooper Rush any type of respect, Bowles. You say you want to be aggressive. If I see 2 safeties deep in the backfield, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. There is no reason. CeeDee Lamb, is he having a good season? You can say statistically, yeah, but he is nowhere near the same caliber player that he was last year. Now, I get it. He doesn't have his quarterback, but either way, that's why I'm saying we need to take care of him. They'll probably try to move CeeDee Lamb around a lot and especially put him in the slot. That's where I need Tyke Smith to come in. Do not allow CeeDee Lamb to run free. CeeDee Lamb needs to be bumped off the line of scrimmage every other play. Bump him off the line of scrimmage with Tyke to lock him up completely, or have Tyke bump him a little bit, and then you put a safety on top of him to double him. That's the kind of game that we need to see. CeeDee Lamb is not going to be enough. I agree, Art. He's not going to be enough. But that's the point. The point is the Bucs need to come into this game with the mentality of this team is so bad, let's not even allow them to hang around. Let's put them on their asses. Please. Ain't nobody scared of no Brandon Cooks. Nobody's scared of, and this guy's washed. Zeke Elliott is washed. So early, stop the run. Stop the run. And make them one-dimensional early. And defense. Todd Bowles, you say you want to be aggressive? This is what I want to see. The Cowboys' first 3 series, I want 3 and outs. That's not too much to ask neither. You get 3 and outs early, you put this Bucs offense in good field position, and I guarantee you they'll walk away with nothing less than 3 points for each drive. I'm telling you, that's what I want to see. And if you get the ball, Bucs, Bowles, defer the fucking kick. Why? Because I want to see this defense. We already know what the offense is going to do. We are well aware. We already have our expectations. The offense is going to kick ass. We know that. We want this defense to get stronger because we know when the playoffs are around the corner, we want to be confident that this defense can help out the offense just in case if the offense has a bad day, because that is your job as a team. If one side is struggling a little bit, we go, hey, man, we got you. We're going to get you out of this. So start with kick the ball off to them, get 3 and outs, have the Cowboys punt and put the Bucs in good field position, and the offense will take care of it. But again, what you cannot do, Bowles, is allow Cooper Rush anytime. I don't care what quarterback is in the game. If you give them time, they'll make you pay. So we don't want to pay that way, Bowles. Get in there and get the shit done. If we go overtime today, head coin toss. I don't even want to look. You go into overtime against Dallas, that's a problem. You go against overtime in Dallas, That's a problem. Our offense scoring points on anybody. If Cowboys can't score 30, their ass is blown out tonight. Honestly, if they can't score 20, they cannot keep up with us in a shootout. So this is what I'm saying. Now, do I think that Cooper might take one deep shot to keep us honest? Absolutely. But even if he tries to take that deep shot, somebody should be in his face already to where if he does throw it, it's either going to be a pick or it's going to be a terrible incomplete pass or it might be an interception. That's my point. I don't want to see that Cooper Rush had time to get off a deep shot without someone in his face. That's my point. So Bowles, again, I got to play this again because Bowles is feeling truculent with this comment.
He was kind of old school, but you're kind of a new age aggressive guy.
I like to attack. I like to attack offensively. As defensively, you know, but a lot of people don't know that. I like to attack offensively, and the more you can keep the defense on their toes, the better you are. So I'm probably the one saying go, 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 push, 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 and probably pressing the envelope. But the offensive guys look at me and they're like, wow, this guy really.
Now, where did that come from a former DB?
Bruce Arians, obviously, Bill Parcells, obviously, and Chan Gailey taught me some things when I had him. He taught me some things, but obviously Bruce taught me everything from an offensive standpoint. And you can't win this game if you can't score.
Well, your offensive players have to love that mentality, huh?
They do. They've gotten used to me over the years, so now they kind of adapted and everything.
Okay, as I keep saying, Bowles, I hear you, but I got to see it. I got to see it. I have to see it, Bowles. I need to see that mentality. If anything, you should want to fucking dominate and just destroy this team. This is the same team that embarrassed us in the playoffs with Brady. You should be saying, nah, man, fuck that. You made my boy Brady go out bad in this last playoff game. Hell nah. Take that shit personal, Bowles. I want to see you take that shit personal. Do you hear me? Take it personal. Bucs, this should be your opportunity to get back at Dallas, to say, you know what? Since y'all did that shit to us, yeah, we're going to run the score up on y'all asses. Again, defense, I want to see they should get no less than 4 sacks this game. I need to see 2 interceptions. That's what I'm saying. 1 strip fumble. Bucs, you better get out there and whoop this team's ass. And mind you, we're on national television, and it hasn't been so good for us this season. You can change the narrative, Bucs. You can change that narrative starting tonight when you get out there and you whoop their asses. You can change the narrative. Now you can flip the script and say, nah, yeah, we learned from our mistakes, guys. We're going to get out here and we're going to embarrass their asses on national television. Because look, now if you want to play for something, y'all like, for you Bucs players, I know some of y'all like the media and all that shit. Hey, you know who would really love to see that and would love to make a mockery of the other Cowgirls? Stephen A. Smith, ESPN. They'll have a field day since they love talking about them so much. How about you have them being talked about for the wrong reasons? How about you have them saying, damn, Cowboys got their ass whooped in Jerry World. 45-10. Good gracious. They weren't even in the game. They had Kyle Trask out there throwing dots. That's what I'm saying. Approach this game, Bucs, like the Bucs approached the Detroit Lions back in 2020. We whooped them 47-7. That's how you got to approach this game. This is a wounded team. They're done. But a wounded animal can still be dangerous. But take them to the shed and put them out of their misery early. So then we can rest players that need rest because we're still banged up. Hell, if it gets to the point, I want to see the entire starting squad out by the 4th quarter. I want to see Kyle Trask in there. I want to see Sean Tucker. I want to see Raheem Jarrett, Trey Palmer, those guys getting in the game, playing. That's what I want to see. You cannot bullshit your way in this. Again, Bucs players, don't fall for the okie doke. You go into this game. Remember, you're getting paid a lot of money to play. Get out there and whoop ass. You do this and don't worry about anything else. Even if the Falcons win today, oh, that's cool. We're going to handle ours, though. Even if the Falcons lose, you go, we'll handle ours. We're going to handle ours. That's it. I don't care if the Falcons get their ass whooped. You go, hey, that's cool, but fuck them. We need to still be in control of our own destiny. We do this. Now you play the Panthers. You can, like I said, the last 3 games, what you need to focus on, because these are bad teams. Put their asses away early. By the end of the half, you want to be like, okay, guys, we can just sit our starters now and get ready for the playoffs. Because, we go deep in the playoffs, we can get Savasier Dennis back. I know a lot of people talk about Godwin, but I just don't know. I would like for Godwin to just, if he ain't there yet, just rest. Antoine Winfield will be back. So what we want is, when we get into the playoffs, is that our players are getting healthy at the right time. And we're peaking right now. If Todd Bowles gets blowing today, he needs to be gone. I mean, yeah, again, Bowles, you can't fuck around and lose this game, man. This is a team that you're supposed to beat. Not losing another game. I hope not, neither. Not sleeping on the Panthers or Cowboys either. Yeah, go into this game. You go to the last 3 games of, hey, guys, these are bad teams. Let's put these bad teams away early so we do not have to worry about this shit. Put them away early, and you don't have to worry about it. But again, if you keep bad teams around, all these last games, Cowboys would love to upset the Bucs. The Panthers would love to upset the Bucs. The Saints would love to upset us. They want to see us stumble. Don't allow them to stumble. Super Bowl, only team that can beat us is the 49ers. Shit, the Bucs were going to beat the 49ers. So the only reason the Bucs didn't beat the 49ers is because our aggressive coach played this type of shit. That's why. Bucs win that game if Bowles decides to, hey, you know what? How about we get a little closer and play more man instead of all this cushion shit? So that's what I'm saying. 49ers ain't even a threat. We could have beaten them. And mind you, we didn't even have Evans or Godwin. If we had one of them in there, the game's over. I'll say this. Even if they need to be focusing on themselves. That's the whole point. That's my whole message that I want to get out to the Bucs players. The Yayas of the world, whoever, because like I said, I'm only talking about Yaya because I saw that article of what he was saying about allowing the media to get in their head. Not after week 2, man. Not after the Lions, man. Yaya, I want to see you in this game get at least 2 sacks. Okay? Step your game up. And this isn't me thinking you're sorry. Like I said, I'm a big fan. I'm a very big fan. But I want to see more because I know you have more. I see your potential. I believe in you. So tighten up. Try Sharenka. Same thing. Canty, let's get a sack today. Vita, let's get after the quarterback. Let's shut that run down. Zion and Dean, let's get a pick. On offense, Bucky, you're going to be Bucky. I know. Rashad, handle your business. Sean Tucker, handle your business. Mike Evans, you the man already. I know you're going to take care of business. Everybody else, help out. Scoreboard, watching crazy Bowles players, not watching the Falcons game. We'll see. But like I said, Bowles, that video, you say you're aggressive. I want to see it. I better see that. I better see that aggression that you're talking about. Because again, I'm going to hold you accountable. If you put yourself out there, don't be surprised if I measure your statements, just like someone would measure mine. So get on out there and make this shit happen then. If I was Bowles, or give me all phones not watching the game. No, it's okay to watch the games. That's not the point. If watching a game can take you out of your game, then you're not a professional. To be quite honest, guys. If watching a game takes you out of that, no. If anything, you should be locked in to go, guys. No matter what happens, we gonna go in there and whoop ass. Because if that's my opinion, y'all should be locked in. But we gonna see what happens, guys. I want to thank you again for watching Bucs Report, the pregame show with AJ, with your boy AJ Turnup. And again, please check out Alpha Colmenaire. Guy's a good guy. He's really cool on the Cañones y Football podcast. He's from Spain. Let's show him love. Again, we're Buck fans all over the place. Buck fans are everywhere. Also, check out my YouTube channel. It's about Buck in Time. You can always find me on Instagram as well and TikTok, whatever's left of it. So I appreciate you guys checking me out today and watching the show. So Bucs players, go in there and be aggressive. Bowles, you say you're aggressive, show me. And as always, though,
I don't know what to say, really. 3 minutes to the biggest battle of our professional lives. All comes down to today. Either we heal as a team, or we're going to crumble. Inch by inch, play by play, till we're finished. We're in hell right now, gentlemen. Believe me. And we can stay here, get the shit kicked out of us, or we can fight our way back into the light. We can climb out of hell. 1 inch at a time. Now, I can't do it for you. I'm too old. I look around, I see these young faces, and I think, I made every wrong choice a middle-aged man can make. I pissed away all my money, believe it or not. I chased off anyone who's ever loved me. And lately, I can't even stand the face I see in the mirror. You know, when you get old in life, things get taken from you. I mean, that's part of life. But you only learn that when you start losing stuff. You find out life's this game of inches. So is football. Because in either game, life or football, the margin for error is so small. I mean, 1/2 a step too late or too early, and you don't quite make it. 1/2 second too slow, too fast, you don't quite catch it. The inches we need are everywhere around us. They're in every break of the game, every minute, every second.